Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Leonard
Maybe.
55, and this guy right here, Stevie B Comics. We
What's
don't
up?
have anybody in here right now, so we'll just chat. Remember, um, anybody who's just popping in, this is a contest giveaway. Uh, so, Steve, there might be some people that watch this on the replay. So,
Yeah.
I have to ask you, what do you think about that Thor book you pulled out of that mystery box?
It's crazy. When I pulled it out, he had this note on the back of it. New York Comic Con exclusive first Jane Foster's Thor, and he has $90 is what he put the value on there. And I looked on eBay and I looked on eBay. I couldn't find that book to save my life. And it was actually him that found it. And the last sold on it was like $219. And then a 9/8 slab one was 600 and some dollars. I was like, geez,
Just
I
like
never get
it
a
was 600 on a 9.8. As
uh
soon as you showed it, I knew what you had right there.
well, I knew it. I knew it was a good book. I knew, first Jane Foster was hot right now. But it's technically though, technically it's not the first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. They did they're claiming that the first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor was in that What If book.
It's out of
That's
continuity. It don't count. Hey,
well,
technically, hey, Smiley.
but the market dictates what is and what isn't usually in that
And
book
that
there
is, well,
through the
not
roof.
180, 181. Mark to tell you that
Yeah,
first full appearance is 181, but
yeah,
you look at 180, and there's a full page picture that's him standing there, and he has a sing line. So
yes. See, in my view, 180 is the first appearance. If it shows the character full blown, that's the first appearance to me. But like you said, man, the market dictates and says that 181 is what they're calling the first full appearance. But Marvel even acknowledges that 180 is the first full appearance. So I don't know, but either way, it's a good book. And like I said, this thing.
because I had seen it looking at some other Thor books not too long ago, and I'm like, wait a minute, I remember seeing that. And what's up, Mark? But so I had to go back because I couldn't remember the price on that. I'm like $90. I'm like, no, because the standard cover A that was sent to the stores is goes anywhere between $50 and $100.
Yeah.
Not in a slab. I'm like that's that exclusive one from New York Comic Con. So if you
Yeah, I
want
don't know how many they made. I don't know how many of them they made for it. I don't know how low the print run is on this cover, but still, like I said, it's a
if I was you, I'd send it in. Make sure they press and clean it and send
oh,
it in.
there's one thing that there is one tiny little imperfection on it that you can barely see in this bottom corner. I don't even know if I see that little nick right there.
Yeah, they
So
might be able to do a press and clean. Might be able to do something.
I think the best I could probably hope for maybe would be a 9.6 on that. Just judging from that little bitty nick that kind of breaks the color on the very tip of the corner there. The
But
rest,
you never know. We were at not this past one, but a couple years ago at a C2E2, and my brother had bought a book, and he noticed just the slightest little tick on it, like real small.
yeah,
And when we got to the CGC, he said, "Well, son of a bitch, I didn't realize this when I bought it." The artist was Lucio Perillo, And he's like, "Well, I'm not going to get it done." I kept telling him, "Just get it graded anyways. You never know. Just take it up there." And he sent that thing into CGC and had just that smallest little spot that was barely noticeable, and he still got it back a 9.8.
Huh. Well, I mean, it's possible that thing hits a 9.8. I can't find any. Of course, I hadn't taken it. I hadn't taken it out and flipped through the whole thing. You know, that's always been my downfall when I send a book in. I look at the cover of it and I'm like, wow, that's in great shape. And then it comes back and I'm disappointed. And then I realize I didn't look it over really good. Yeah, I agree with Mark. The 180 is, yeah, it should go up more than it has, I think.
Yeah, because if you look at, I guess, definition of first appearance, I mean, how is it not? I could see if they just kind of show him in the background and he doesn't even say anything, but it's not even like a small panel.
Yeah,
I remember it's a whole
full page
of him.
Yeah,
it's something about get ready for the Wolverine or I'm the Wolverine or something like that. It's like, well, he even just said who he is.
Yeah, I mean,
if it would have been like get ready for me or something like that, you're like, oh, well, we don't know who he is, so cameo.
There's a silhouette or something, yeah.
I do not have a copy of either one. I'm not that fortunate, so I can't actually pick it out. But I know he says his name in there. But
yeah, I had it. There's a lot of books I used to have, man, and I'm kicking myself now.
I don't think I ever had that one, even back in my older times. Like I said, I had a lot of books that, like you said, I don't have anymore. I couldn't even tell you what happened to them. I know I lost a big collection in a flood one time, but
no, I think I got mine at an old school auction where I actually went to an auction and they had a couple long boxes of comic books and I bought the long boxes that got it. So I mean, I got like three long. I think it was three long boxes of comic books, and I got them for like $50. And that one was in there. ASM 50 was in there. I mean, it was Web of Spider-Man #1. I mean, it was full. There was like a first Gambit was in there. It was loaded, man. Then I ended up selling off my collection back in the 90s, and man, I wish I'd have held on to
them. Anybody who is in the chat, who is here for the giveaway, it is going to happen. I was actually talking to Stevie about the details on it. I would just like to wait a little bit, see if we get a few more people that drop in. So just please be patient. We are going to do it today. But speaking of picking up books, what do you think about DC basically trying to buck the system and say we're distributing new books to comic stores, and some of them aren't even open? April 28th, New Comic Book Day is now shifted from Wednesday to Tuesday, I guess, because DC is going to put them out there and you can buy them. No, it's still going to be Wednesday. They can get them on Tuesday. Anyways, I know it's April 28th. I'd have to look at the calendar, but April 28th, DC's putting 5 books out there. They're not the greatest. They're not the greatest titles, but they're just putting 5 books out there to the stores, and they're not going to be using Diamond to distribute them. They're using I wrote them down, like Lunar distribution and UCS distribution.
Well, I mean, you got to have shops open to distribute to, and right now they're not open, so I don't know how much good it's going to do. My biggest fear is that they're going to start throwing out digital stuff, and and we're gonna miss out on a lot of hard copies and stuff until this is over, and they may go back and reprint or go to print. But I know Marvel. I know a lot of Marvel executives are talking like, why are we still printing paper? Why are we still printing hard copies of these? Well, this is the digital age, and everything should be digital. Man, if they do that, it just kills it. It kills the industry, in my opinion.
I don't think I don't think paper books will ever go anywhere. You might see that they can cut back on some, which I think Marvel needs to cut back on certain variants anyways, because I don't need 25 variants every time they do an issue one.
No, as a matter of fact, it's an annoyance. I mean, I'd rather, you know, I'd rather have just put out one copy, man. Just put out a book. Stop making it hard to collect. I mean, I understand it from a business standpoint. We can sell the same books 25 times and make 25 times our money. So from a business standpoint, it makes sense. But as a collector, I don't want to chase all the different covers. I just want to give me one good cover.
I mean, I don't mind, too. You can give somebody an option. I don't like this cover, so then maybe you got a premium artist on cover B or something like that. But they do too many. Here's the thing I have with these distribution centers. I guess these two distribution centers now that DC wants to use, these distribution centers are owned by Midtown Comics in New York and DCBS, which is Discount Comic Book Services, the two world's largest online realtors have like their own type of distribution.
Right.
Like other comic shops now have to give their information to another comic store to get their books. It seems like a weird situation, but some stores I think they need new books.
Well, yeah, I agree. But here's what typically happens when you switch distributors. When you go, I mean, just looking at it from other forms of distribution from outside of comics, I've seen it happen 100 times. What happens when you jump ship from your main distributor who's been handling your business for year after year after year, and you try to switch gears and jump on another distributor, is that other distributor gets overwhelmed because they're not used to that kind of volume. And then what starts happening is you start getting lost orders, you start getting late orders, and the distributor can't handle the influx of business that they weren't used to getting. So that's what's going to happen is they switch distributors, and even when the comic book shops start opening back up, you're gonna see that you're gonna get late shipments, and you're gonna get lost shipments, you're gonna get wrong shipments, and it's gonna be just one clusterfuck.
Well, they're still going to use Diamond when Diamond opens back up.
Right.
DC is trying to do. Maybe they're trying to experiment with other possible ways. What's up, Mike? Other possible ways to get their books out there. Now that they realize, hey, one distributor is not the answer.
I agree. You don't want to give anybody a monopoly, but I'm just saying until there's those growing pains for when you switch distributors. But I agree. I hate the fact that the Diamond is the monopoly, and they're the only game in town that everybody uses. I think it just drives prices up when you get a monopoly.
They don't want to possibly distribute anything else again until maybe around late May.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just don't. Shops need new issues. I mean, even if it's not the biggest titles out there, like this first like wave of books, DC's doing 5 different titles, um, and then for the next week they're kind of do like little 5 different. So they're not like throwing all kinds of stuff out there. So it kind of seems like they're dipping a toe in the cold waters to, hey, let's see if we can do this without Diamond. But the problem that I guess some other big retailers or other retailers in general is that they're using they're using Midtown Comics and DCBS. They're using two stores to ship to other stores.
Right.
It almost seems like there's a conflict there somewhere. I'm not. I don't own shops or anything like that, but I can see good and bad in it.
Well, I I mean I think at least at first it's gonna be a cluster. It's gonna be a mess. Um, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but maybe they can handle it. Um, I just with 4 titles, maybe it probably may not be that bad, or 5 titles, or whatever.
Hmm.
But who knows? I guess we'll find out. But I think they just, I think they just need to get the country open again. Is what I think.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. I see a thing online today that they're trying to possibly prep another stimulus, but this one would be different. This one would be like a possible $2,000 each month payout or something like that for up to 6 months for people affected and can't get back to work, but they could stop the payments as soon as the unemployment to our population ratio or something like that. Once it kind of looks like it goes back up, they can just stop it. It's who knows what the hell the government's going to do. I'm not even going to try to talk
No,
politics or any shit like that. I don't. I will tell you this: if they don't expect for another 2, 3 months or whatever for this to even go away, yeah, as much as it was good to get their little first 1,200 stimulus, you know,
yeah,
that's really not going to do it for a lot of people. You
no,
know,
feed
it's
families for 3 months.
for me, like I said, we got me and the wife, so we kind of got one. We fell in there, and it was like, okay, well, we each got one. That's maybe a couple months of mortgage with a little bit left over. What are we going to do the rest of the time?
Right,
Hey, what's up, Mark? Thanks for
Mark.
going by.
It's got man Mark Knapp.
Like I'm fortunate enough that my wife does still have to go to work every day because she's in healthcare.
Yeah, I still work every
So,
day. Those people in the healthcare, man, I don't, man, my hat's off to them because they're dealing with people that are already sick and they know they're sick. So you know, I deal with hundreds of different people every day, and I don't know
you wear
who's
your
sick.
little mask every day. I have to ask. You wear your little face mask every day?
Do I wear a face mask? No, I do not.
You don't? Not even with all the public coming in?
No,
No.
no face mask, no gloves. I say keep my hands sanitized. Keep keep. It's all about wash your hands, take a bath, and you keep your hygiene up. And you're gonna be fine. That I don't. I really think people are taking this are going way overboard with some of this. People are trying their best What kills me is that all these people that are petrified to think COVID-19 is a death sentence if you get it, which it's not, are all running to the most populous place on earth that's the only place still open, Walmart, and they're flooding Walmarts. They're congregating in groups of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and they're at if they're going to get it from anywhere, that's the most likely place they're going to get it. They go in there and wipe the carts down, and wipe their little handles down, and then they go over there and they handle everything on the shelves that 5,000 people have touched. You can't avoid human contact. You can't avoid touching stuff that other people have touched. I handle money, which is the dirtiest thing on the planet. I handle it all night, every night. You can't avoid it. You can minimize it, but if you're that worried about catching it and you're that paranoid about it, then you should stay home.
Right. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Stevie, but we got somebody in the backstage is going to come on, say hello.
Hey,
what's up, Mark?
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
How you guys doing? Hey, Stevie B.
What's going on, man?
I had to go to. I don't know if you guys have it in your area. I went to one of these grocery stores like a Walmart. It's actually called a Meijer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever heard of them. I know you're way south, Stevie, so there might be equivalent to whatever maybe local stores you got right there. Maybe like like a Piggly Wiggly or something, or an Albertsons. I don't know.
Everybody, when they think redneck, everybody goes straight to Piggly Wigglies.
I still remember the Piggly Wigglies, man. Sorry.
Ain't no Piggly Wigglies around here, man. We got two main stores in our area, grocery store types, and it's Walmart and Harps is the other one. It's a local owned in our area. But
hey, I know Piggly Wiggly because my dad lives up there.
I think there's still a few in the deep south somewhere. I've never seen one.
Well, when I lived there in 2000 for 6 weeks in Arkansas, there was Piggly Wigglies. I remember them.
Not in my area. I've never seen one. I've been here for 40 years.
Well, throughout the Michigan, like Ohio, Indiana, some Illinois, that kind of Midwest area, there's one called Meijer. It's probably a little bit bigger than even some of the Walmarts. I had to go there and pick up a couple of things. Walking through an aisleway, you can't see somebody coming to crossways. So we almost get to the same area at the same time. So there was no 6 feet. Man, you should have seen this lady. She about jumped out of her skin and ran to get away from me. I was like, man, I should have coughed just to.
Oh God, I'm waiting, man. Somebody's gonna sneeze in front of somebody and they can get maced with a can of Lysol. It
That's
is
like that thing I seen today. They were going through a drive-through, and the guy went to hand out the food and the ticket, and the guy sprayed his hand with Lysol before he took it.
Yeah. No. Just think when all this clears off, we still got the flu to worry about. That's killing more people.
I'll tell you what's killing me.
That's the thing. This isn't going away anytime soon.
No.
Neither is the flu.
The flu never goes away. It's definitely a seasonal thing. But from what they're saying, this is going to be a seasonal thing as well. It's not going away anytime soon. Not until they get a vaccine. And they're doing. I have perspective because I work in the medical field. But you may have its troughs where it plateaus and stuff like that. It's expected in the summer it's gonna settle down a little bit, just like the flu does, but it's gonna ramp right back up again in the fall. Because the vaccine is still 12 to 18 months away.
Right. Well, and that's the argument I get a lot is that there's a vaccine for the flu, and it's like, and yet it's still killing more people. So a vaccine doesn't mean it's going to go away.
Right.
You still have to go if you want to go to the doctor.
Yeah, you hear the stuff about how the flu, it kills more people, but apparently the symptoms and the way you die from this, I guess it's painful for a lot. How many people that pass away from the flu, they're on ventilators, they can't breathe, they have, I know the story out of
elderly people.
Detroit, which has the third highest death total so far, right behind New York and New Jersey.
Right.
They have freezer trucks at this point where they're having to put some of the bodies that are so many. New York, I couldn't even possibly imagine. Apparently, they have over 17,000 confirmed death from this virus, just in New York alone.
No.
Yeah, that's what you're going to find, unfortunately, is a lot of these very densely populated cities. You're going to see substantially higher mortality rates than you will see in the rural areas, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
The more people there are, the more people got a chance to get it. So, of course, the more populous places are going to have bigger numbers.
The biggest issue is asymptomatic spread. Is between 1 and 5 days, we usually don't have any symptoms whatsoever. And the more contact you have within these people. So if, say, you have it, you're not symptomatic, you spread it to 2 people, you can see how quickly it can spread. And that's what's been happening in these larger cities.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish they would hurry up and open up my barber shops, because I was working the other day. I'm like, holy shit, I need a haircut. And I checked all the barber shops, like closed. I'm like, who the hell's supposed to cut my hair? I don't know where to go.
Nobody's gonna cut your head, man.
I was lucky. I was actually able to get a haircut right before the day that they closed all the barber shops. So I've had like this, but it's going about 3 weeks now. So it's slowly getting there.
Yeah.
I was lucky. Normally I go every month and a half or so, and the barbershops are still closed. So, but
Flowbee sales have gone through the roof, though.
Yeah.
What's that?
Flowbee sales gone through the roof.
I told my wife, Harley, she doesn't do hair or anything. Like I said, she works at a hospital too, and I was like, hey, I said, you have to take some clippers of this. I'm like, I'm scared to how it's going to look, but damn, I'm used to, really good military high and tight. That's what I've had for years, since I did serve. So.
Yeah, just get the clippers and just go straight through.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's what I used to do.
I don't care.
Yeah, Mad Mike's got it going on right there.
Yeah, I don't care. I clipper them down, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you, buddy. That's what I do usually.
Yeah, Mike, but I'm still trying to stay in denial. I'm still trying to do. If you watch me every so often, I'm doing the pull forward thing to try to.
Eventually, you don't got nothing to pull forward.
I'm trying to do the no.
It's starting to look a little rough on me because I start getting a little bit of the receding hairline there, but I still got my hair, as you see, a little spiky. So if I looked a little bald for now, I look a little rough.
Yeah.
I haven't had my hair that short since my early 20s.
So what do you think? I was gonna ask Stevie. Yes, do you think it's a good thing that CGC is doing all these private signings? Been hearing about those? They got one.
Yeah.
Where you can send your stuff in. I think it's pretty good because
it ain't hurting anything. I mean,
Well, look, a lot of these guys are out of work, so that's a good way for them to make money.
Yeah.
And then artists got to work.
Absolutely.
And then it makes CGC money, and then it helps you because you don't have to send your book here, there. You know right where it's going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, CBCS started them too, and I noticed CGC started getting a lineup recently as well. And it's just a good way to keep them open, like you said. Keeps them in business, keeps the artists getting some steady pay, because con season is going to be pretty much throughout the year.
A lot of these people, they can go to one event and make so much of their money, but for the first time in the over 50 years of San Diego Comic-Con, it's canceled. It's done.
Yeah.
Well, think of all the commissions they're missing out on. They would have done there and handed in there.
Go to something like that. That's a 4-day event.
Yep.
That was a 4-day event, and these people they make a lot of money. These are independent, workers, contractors. Really, they just get paid for their work. They get paid for their signature. So I'm kind of glad that I'm thinking about sending one or two in. 'Cause I know CGC has one coming up with both Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman.
Yeah.
So
And they got Frank Miller in there too.
Frank
which
Miller,
was-
that's
yeah.
Chris Claremont.
Yeah, they had a pretty good lineup there. I was excited to see because
that
Frank
George
Miller
Perez coming
never,
in.
yeah, Frank Miller never comes by my area. So
Oh.
you know, if you do have a nice book cover by Frank Miller, it's probably be a good time to get it signed.
Yeah.
But a lot of these
I,
other ones, like,
I've never used. I've only used CGC once, and I went to my local comic shop to get it done because man, they make it so difficult to use that to submit books that it's you don't know, can't get a straight answer as to how much it's going to cost you for one, but you have to buy a membership for another. I mean, I need to simplify it.
Do you have to have a membership to do this?
No,
no,
That's it.
you
If
don't need a membership.
Yeah, you don't need a membership for these.
You don't need a membership to send it to these guys.
You can sign up for a free membership and just submit books and basically fill out the books that you have there, what you want to get done with them, and then they'll print you out a paper receipt and you mail that with the actual submission. And then it'll tell you right there how much you're going to owe them up front.
Yeah, I've used CBCS once, and it wasn't that bad. It's probably not as bad as I make it out to be. I just like I said, I've tried to go on there and say how much does it cost to have a book graded, just to find the cost, and it's so wishy washy. It's it's like give me a flat rate, damn it. Does it cost me $50 or what? And
yeah, I have memberships through both CGC and CBCS. So I've submitted both. I like CBCS because they do the signature verifications.
yeah, that's
and
what I
they'll give
did.
you that red label versus CGC will give you the is it the green label or I think green label. Yeah. I like that, and I think the red labels complement certain books that you get submitted. But CGC also does that membership. If you do the, I think it's not the top membership, but the one right below it, where you pay $150. That $150 gets added to your credit.
That's right.
Yeah, so you get $150 for your initial.
The membership pays for itself because you get, I think it is $150, and then you get $100. So you can do $150 in submissions after paying for your $150 membership, and you just basically paid for itself.
Yeah, you can get like I forget how many it is, like 9 or 10 modern books basically paid for doing the $150. Depending on what you're submitting. If you do like Silver Age, you're going to pay more because it's an older book.
I know the more valuable the book is, the more you got to pay.
75 and older, you pay the next tier up.
Right. Now, the $150 credit that you get though, that does not cover the CCS. That does still have to be paid separate.
That is separate. Yep.
That is separate on there because, like I said, I've checked into that one.
Yeah, I did a test trial back in November when I went to Rhode Island Comic Con, and I bought the membership, the $150, and I wanted to get certain books pressed and witness signature there. And I just finally got them back, the last 6 books this week. I'll be doing an unboxing soon, but it took that long to get them shipped out to CCS, pressed. I did 2 books fast tracked, so they came in separately. So you got to keep in mind too, if you do fast track versus non-fast track, you pay separate shipping for each books. So you got to keep that in mind. It's just better to use basically local comic community and getting them pressed versus having them facilitated through a third party, because you're going to wait 2 to 3 months extra before it actually comes back to CGC or CGC has to get grading.
I can't remember the person's name, but I do know there's somebody that actually is a member of this community that has a channel that they do the what?
So there's several that do pressings and stuff.
Right.
Yes.
I think people are under the assumption that if they do it through CGC, that it'll since CGC is doing it, they'll get a grade bump automatically because they do. I don't know that that's the case.
Yeah, there's there's been people that say that if they get it pressed through the through CCS, that they will get a slightly higher grade bump. It's hard to really say that unless you actually try it out and see for yourself.
Right.
And it all depends on how many pressable defects or like improvement in cleaning you have on your book. So it's really it depends on book to book.
Yeah. Like I said, there's no way to confirm or deny it without, like you said, putting them to the test. But I think that's like the general consensus of why people use CGC is that to press their books is that they think that they might get that higher grade.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, I made a video, and there's some people here. Hopefully, someone that's in there actually gets it. But I'm gonna have you guys keep talking while I'm going to start getting ready for this right here. I know for a lot that's why we're here. Well, there's a good chance for everybody. Because it ended up only being, we can see on here, Agu Ramos, you probably familiar with him. 23 entries.
What's the entries for? Sorry, I missed that.
Hello, Andrew. How you doing? Welcome to the show, Andrew.
It's his 100 subscriber giveaway.
What's up, Andrew?
Giving away a shout out to bat number
Yeah,
one.
the 100 subscriber contest, Mark, for this right here.
Oh snap! Nice. I have. I still have that book upstairs, polybag.
Yeah, I mean, I had all of them, man. I love Brian Stelfre's covers. Man.
Yeah, that's a good book. That's what first Victor Zaz, I think it is.
Yep,
Yeah,
first
Victor Zaz. Yeah,
nice.
What I did is, like I said, I had the one video, and anybody who basically left a number, like Mike would have been 1. If you see the next one, 2, and up and so forth. Like I said, I just kind of wrote them all down so everybody has, we can see Joey Bagger 7. He was the first one to get on there. And then I asked everybody to have it in by tonight because that's when we were going to do it. Now, I wanted to do it a little bit not old style, but I can't figure out this damn share screen shit to save my life.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to do the whole number generator and say, here we go, I generated this number. But I don't do everything transparent on my little camera here. We're going to do it old school. This is nerdy old men anyways. I'm going to show this completely empty hat.
Hey, man, I did mine in a beanie. I know how it is.
All right. Completely empty hat here.
Hey, just for the record, Joey Bag of Sevens gave my last video a thumbs down, so pull that number 1 out and throw it in the trash.
And I had whatever putting in there.
Give somebody a thumbs down.
I got 23 little pieces of paper.
Yeah.
With the
That
numbers on
was
it.
on the side.
What's that? Oh, no, that was Joey's right there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I say, man.
We keep talking while I just kind of fold these up.
Hey, Stevie, is there a way to find out if people give you thumbs down after doing videos?
Only when they comment in your comment section and say, "Hey, Stevie, I gave you a thumbs down just to troll
you." I always laugh when they get thumbs down on my videos because it makes you know that they actually watched the video.
Yeah, I still had to watch it. Yeah.
Mark, I will work on that. I'm actually trying to figure out how to get this whole wrench thing. I've been wanting to do that because I don't have anybody that has them.
It's just I think you just click on their name and then it gives you an option to make moderator. But it's not real hard.
Yeah, just click on their name.
See, when I click on that, all it does is come up show.
Huh. Well, you notice I don't live stream on my channel. I can't do it from my phone.
You do it from your phone?
I said I can't really, not the,
Okay.
the same way. I've tried a couple of times to use StreamYard on my phone, and I've been successful one time going live, and the other times I'm sitting there and it's saying I'm live, but I don't know if I'm live or not because you don't have any way of posting that you're going live on the mobile app. So who knows? I just kind of gave up.
Yeah, I've tried doing it live on my phone too. There's always some hiccups along the way. And when I watch Biggie Shack going live on his little journey to the comic shop, it's like, what the hell, dude? It's like, how is he doing this all the time? I was like, I'm trying to do it.
He does it driving around, man. Yeah.
He's driving around, bumping his radio.
Walking through Walmart. He don't care.
Yeah, I was like, what the shit? I can never get
a satellite dish hanging off the back of his phone or something. I don't know how he does it.
And it shows. I don't want somebody to think I got like 23 pieces of paper, all the same number on there, because I won't do that. But
I don't think anyone questions your integrity, Kevin.
Oh no,
just
man.
Right, I'm gonna have to.
Why would you do that?
Maybe Z or somebody from Z Collects. I do a lot of the auction stuff with him. I'll get with somebody to figure out that rank thing because there's a lot of. I thought I'd be able to just kind of click on people's name, but if I take my cursor on there where it says Mark Knapp, if I just click that, it only says show.
Yeah.
Can you click those three little buttons there on the right side of the name?
Yeah. When you click those, all it comes up is put user in timeout and block user. So I don't want to do any of that.
YouTube is jacked up the live chats where you can't even click on somebody, you can't even touch somebody's name and go straight to their channel and sub them up anymore. It just gives you.
That sucks. I do it all the time.
So that actually just changed this past week. I was playing around with that, and I had to do some searching online, and you have to add an extension to your Google account. And when you add that extension, then the names pop up again. So if you let me show how
add an extension.
Yeah, you have to add an extension. So if you type in under Google, go to channel, there's an extension you quickly download, and it adds to your user count. And then from there, you open it up in your settings, and then you add it, and then all the names pop up green highlighted, and you can click on them, and it actually goes to their channel again.
Oh, man, that's probably the best information I've gotten all week, Mark.
Yeah, because I was on somebody's live stream yesterday, and I could not click on anyone's name. The only thing that was showing up was report and block.
Yeah, that's all that shows up on mine.
After I did some searching, I added that extension, and then now it's showing up again.
Okay.
No, Mark, I'm definitely not going to block you. That's why I'm.
I'll have to.
Somebody's got to get with
figure out where to download that extension at. What'd you say you went to download that extension?
So if you go on, so make sure you're signed on to your Google account, whatever. If you type in go to channel under Google.
Okay.
You click on that first one on there. It says go to channel - Google Chrome.
Yeah.
There's going to be an extension you download.
Okay.
And then after that, you go into your settings, and at the bottom, you're going to click on extensions, and you're going to make sure that you click on that extensions to add it. If I was able to screen share, I could show you live.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a YouTube video on it by now.
There is. There's quite a bit.
Yeah. I just have to go. Hey, what's up, Ryan?
Hey, what's going on, Ryan?
In the house. Thank you for joining us. You didn't. Hey, man, you didn't leave You didn't leave a number for
I was
this.
just talking to Ryan backstage on Instagram, and I was actually supposed to go live tonight on my channel with Steve, Burt family,
Oh yeah, Bert.
and we were going to discuss Marvel versus DC tonight. But where everybody was going live tonight with all the charity auctions and stuff like that, we pushed it to Tuesday.
Yeah.
So if you guys have some time Tuesday night, swing by Steve's channel, and I'm going to be giving away a book too at the end of the channel of the episode.
Oh, Tuesday night. Well, I got nothing.
Yeah, it was one of the
I got
books
nothing going on yet.
that I.
No, my
Damn,
schedule's so
Corona's got
busy.
me out of work.
I
So
mean, I
what the
got so
hell?
much to do. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
miss a lot of stuff working nights because I sleep during the day.
Yeah,
Hey,
me
man.
too. Yeah, I work nights myself, and I was like Tuesday's my next night off. I figured a lot of people don't go live on Tuesday night, so it might be beneficial to others.
That's when my work week starts. I go back to work.
Oh, really? Yeah. So if you guys have some time Tuesday night, I'm gonna go on Steve's channel, and we'll talk about that, and then towards the end, we'll do a giveaway. One of the books I got back from CGC, I'm gonna give that away to somebody that's in the live chat.
Mm.
Hey, Magic Lasso, you want in on this? Like I said, we only got 23 numbers right now. We can go ahead and, like I said before 9, but if you're here, you can be number 24.
You got me on there too. Make sure you call my number.
I think you were one of the early ones to get on here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was.
You were lucky. I remember you were lucky number 7.
Oh, that's my number. Nice.
Oh, Magic Lasso, right now you don't need to do anything. It's just I'm gonna pull a random number out because I wanted to do the number generator, but like I couldn't figure the shit out yet on the share screen. It's just for one of these Magic for the 100 subscriber, which is so awesome. Up to 120 right now, and
See, they start booming when you hit
so
100.
humbled. I thought it was great. Thank you so much for the shout out, Stevie, the other day.
Always, man.
That current video, and we're going to talk about that a little bit because we're going to talk about Alex Ross here as soon as somebody wins this.
Hey, how's it going, James?
Oh, they're hitting me up too now. I made the mistake of saying that the Marvel series was Alex Ross's definitive series that he made, and then, oh man, here it comes. First,
But
it was Tim with no justices.
I think it's actually something other than that. I know you're talking about the justice. All right.
Oh yeah, I had people. Now he's saying, now you get to get that JSA series. People are going, what about Kingdom Come? And I'm
Kingdom
like,
Come. Here you
spending
go.
my money.
Kingdom Come. I think is one of the best series, one of the best artist renditions of anything somebody's done.
The artwork is great. I wasn't a fan of the story as much as I was Marvel's or Justice, though. Honestly,
I'm still a big fan of his Immortal Hulk run. His covers on those things are.
I got every single one of those.
Yeah,
I know
Those covers
got
are
them all.
they're just stupid good, man. That's why I say
man.
you can't. The artwork on anything he does is.
I got a video showing them. Yeah, I got a video showing like the first 33.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, Mad Mike. Yeah, it was a nice video. Yeah, his artwork on those covers just ridiculously good.
Oh yeah,
We're going to do a blind
that's
pick.
a
I'm
signature
gonna
I'd
move
like
around.
to chase down and get.
Like I said, I honestly don't know. I just put 24 numbers in here.
If you draw number 1.
Until
Hey,
he does whatever damn thing does in the. All right, here it is. I pulled that one out blind. And I will handle all shipping or whatever on this. I just will need a shipping address, obviously. So I don't know because it's on this side. I'm going to show it to the guy, the good gentleman on the panel first. What do we got?
19.
19. All right.
19. A random number of 19. Like I said, I don't even know. I actually got to check the sheet. 19 is nostalgia junkies. I don't know.
Nostalgia junkies. Oh,
Nostalgia Junkies, congratulations.
Nice. Congrats, Nostalgia.
Right on.
I did check them. They are a YouTuber with some videos, but they're not here right now.
no, must be present to win. No.
I did. Well,
You got 1 minute to claim it.
I
Yeah.
did say that. So if somebody
The clock
knows how to
starts
reach out
now.
to this individual,
Yep. Time to redraw.
but that's who it is right there. Nostalgia junkies. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that individual because I've never
Pretty
seen
sure I'm
him.
subbed up to him, yeah.
Huh?
I'm subbed up to everybody.
You are subbed up to him?
I think I'm subbed up to him as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I usually try to sub up to everybody that subs up as well.
me too.
Well,
It was a lot easier when you could click on their name in the chat.
Yeah.
well, like I said, we're gonna do.
They broke them.
Like I said, if somebody knows how to contact this individual, let them know so they can hit me up somehow.
I
But
think you should redraw.
Or you might want to see if they got an IG account too. Maybe.
like I said, I can wait a little bit. I guess if I don't hear anything, then what? I'll go ahead and give it out. But that's it right there. Nostalgia
Draw
Junkies.
runner up.
Like I said, I do appreciate everybody that put in a number and watched the video. So, I hope we continue to try to grow this and get bigger and bigger.
Man, I still got to do something for my 500 sub giveaway, and I've hit 600 already.
Damn.
I'm so far back. Well, the problem was is that I hit the 500 mark right as I just did a run of 20 mystery boxes. So I gave all the put all my good shit in the mystery boxes, and I didn't have nothing to give away for my 500. So I'm getting some stuff in, and no, I'm not giving the Thor away.
Hey, I told you, you want a She-Hulk so bad. I watched that video. I can hook you up with She-Hulk.
Hey, I've got another Mike Ackery box coming Monday, and nobody has still claimed that She-Hulk. So it still could be in there.
I said,
You're looking for us.
He's like,
number
Kevin's
one.
over there going, I'll trade you my $50 book for your $200 book.
That was one of the books I submitted to CGC with my Savage She-Hulk #1. That's downstairs. I got to unbox it. I got to see what grade it came back.
Oh, nice.
It should be a high grade.
Yeah, all I got's a sensational She-Hulk one.
No. Well.
Oh well. You do what you can,
I
right?
mean, that Savage She-Hulk #1 is not a overly huge valuable book.
It's
now.
actually.
Oh, that's cool to have, though. Wait till that series comes out, man. If that series is a hit, that book's going to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Savage, her first appearance.
Yeah, right now it's quite affordable considering there hasn't been any news on the actuals on the show. So I think the 980 is going for like $4 and change right now. You can get them raw for under $100.
Yeah, easily.
Once some clip or something like that comes out, or like an actress comes out for the show, forget it. That book's going to skyrocket again.
They haven't even cast the part yet, as far as I know. I try to follow all that news, and they haven't even cast the part yet.
Yeah,
no, but
You think they're going to make her CGC, or are they going to try to get an actress to actually put on green makeup?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
that's
I
a
hope
good question.
the Savage She-Hulk or the sensational She-Hulk look, because I know somehow She-Hulk from the Savage and Sensational went to this. She somehow went from this gorgeous green, where just looked beautiful, to somehow the current.
Oh, the current one, yeah, she's just all
a female. Banner
Look like a
Hawk.
female bodybuilder.
I'm like, what? She looks disgusting now. I
Oh.
mean, I used to be able to look at Savage She-Hulk and some of those covers in Sensational, and I really like the color green.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Guy, so I really started getting into the color green from Star Trek. Okay, because Star Trek was the first that introduced.
We smell what you're cooking.
Huh?
We smell what you're cooking there. Yeah.
Those little green dancers they had in some of the first episodes of stuff. I'm showing my age, ain't I?
Yeah. Hey. Captain Kirk, he was the first person to ever kiss a green chick on television.
Oh yeah.
Now, how do you know you're a nerd when you talk about how gorgeous a green chick is? But if you saw a green chick in person, you'd be like, "Oh, dude, what the hell?"
I don't think so. I don't know if I saw a real life green person, but they were completely put together like they did Savage She-Hulk.
If it ever to Sensational She-Hulk, I'd be with it.
Dude, I'd do a green chick if she.
I like it just the color green.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother me at all.
Green too.
Yeah.
Or even the red She-Hulk, I wouldn't care.
She-Hulk's like evil.
Yeah, I was just looking on eBay real quick. You can get VF copies for under $90 right now.
Yeah.
This is right now is the time to buy it if you really want a copy of the first appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's an affordable book right now. It's not.
Yeah, especially right now with people trying to sell books to make some extra money, because people need cash. Right now is the time to buy it if you have some.
It's hard there. I know it's hard to find it in a really good grade, but you start getting in the 9.4s, 9.6, 9.8s to get up there a little bit, but yeah, it's hard to find them in a high grade.
I just see one on here right now. There was one that sold today, a 9.8 copy for $380. Best offer accepted. So it's probably a little less.
Mm-hmm.
And Go Collect says that FMV is $400. So somebody got a little bit of a price cut.
Yeah.
So there's some good deals to be made on that book right now.
Yeah.
And I heard that Bruce Banner is going to be on the show too.
Yeah.
Ryan, damn it.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to make some sort of cameo. I mean, because if they stick with her proper origin story,
yeah, then he has to be if they stick with her proper origin.
Yeah, because the proper origin is that she was dying and needed a blood transfusion,
right, from the Hulk.
I heard rumors that Mark Ruffalo was going to make a couple cameos maybe in that show. I don't know.
Yeah, he would be in the first few episodes, because they are going to stick to the true story with her needing the blood transfusion.
That's what I hope they stick with is a blood transfusion. I mean, how else she would get? It would seem weird any other way that she would get it. Oh, my cousin stepped into gamma rays, so I said, well, what the hell? I'm going to do it too.
Yeah.
I mean, it just won't make any sense. The only thing would be like a last resort. She's dying, and Banner's like, well, we're the same blood type, so, here's
Cross
this.
your fingers.
Yeah.
Or she drank a soda that had his blood in it, or something dumb like that.
Yeah,
that kills people. Watch.
Was made in Brazil.
That would be bad writing.
No, what was that for? It was just called Hawk. That's what it was. Incredible Hawk was the one where Edward Norton did it before they gave it.
Yeah.
Hawk was one
with Eric.
No, it was Norton because Norton's working at the bottle shop when the blood dripped.
Yeah,
that was Norton's movie. That's
right. That was Ed Norton.
But I did not like that he got removed because, honestly, I actually liked his portrayal more than Mark. I've come accustomed to Mark Ruffalo now, but I think Edward Norton is a far better actor. and I like how
I'm a big fan of Ed Norton. I really am.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
He's made
so
some
much-
good movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the original Ed Norton Hulk.
Oh
Did
yeah.
you guys ever see Edward Norton's first ever role?
I don't know what his first role was.
It's a movie that he did with Richard Gere.
Oh, Hamster Boy. No,
After boy.
I don't know what it is. I guess.
I'm trying to remember the title, but once I seen that,
Well, man, a trivia question. You don't even know the answer to it.
I know, right?
I was
No, but I loved him in
First thing
American
I
History
saw
X.
him
Did you hear me? I
That
said,
was
"Hey,
good.
you know what this one is?" We know he's obviously younger, and he plays like an altar boy or whatnot, who's pretending to like have psychological problems, and he's being defended of Richard Gere as an attorney. And then it ends up playing where he just been fucking with Richard Gere's mind the whole time, where there was nothing.
Oh, I know that movie, and I can't think of the name of it.
It was Norton's first movie.
I know that movie too, but I can't think of the name of it. But
That son of a bitch was so good. I was sold on his acting. Primal Fear, yes. Thank you, Gallagher.
Oh, Primal Fear.
yeah,
I seen that movie, and I was like, "Holy shit! Who is this kid?" Well, I say kid, probably a much different age, but we got to the twist at the end where he kind of reveals that once he got acquitted of the whole thing, that
it was him that did it. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It was a good movie. That was a really good movie. I
And
think
then,
the first
then
time
I seen him do American History X.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that was awesome.
that was another great movie.
I'm
Damn,
like,
that was a good movie.
my favorite Norton movie is still Rounders.
that's good. I don't remember that one that much, but I seen that. That's also good.
You know, they're Rounders, and I get crickets. Nobody ever see Rounders, man. That movie was awesome.
I've not seen it. I've only seen it maybe once or twice, but
I've seen that thing about 20 times.
You know what was a really bad movie that he was in? Was Sausage Party.
Oh God, dude!
I don't think I've seen that. Are you
Oh man, I was embarrassed after I watched that.
Oh man, I couldn't get through a half an hour of that movie.
I was embarrassed after I watched it that I even
That's that
stepped
one that kind of animated shit that Seth Rogen did. Okay,
Yeah.
That was crazy, man.
It was so bad.
I could not make it to the end. I tried and I couldn't do it.
Oh, it'd have to be that much better to be bad. It was terrible.
He
I
he was
said, I felt
also
like
in,
in the bath after I watched it.
I don't know if you guys saw. He was also in The Italian Job.
Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah,
That was a good movie.
he
Yeah.
played the bad guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Did you guys like him in Fight Club?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
I can everything he's been in.
Yeah, this
Tyler
was
Durden?
when I first heard that he was taking the role of Banner and Hawk that that's who Marvel got. I said, "Oh yeah, I mean this is going to be fucking great." And I love the emotion and how he did the Bruce Banner side of it. You know, with Liv Tyler's character of which we haven't seen again since. They keep showing the father, Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah, you haven't seen Betty Ross.
We haven't seen Betty since that movie, so she knows she's got to be out there somewhere.
Oh, there's more Hulk movies to come, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I just
got to get World Breaker.
Ruffalo, I had to get more used to Ruffalo, other than I don't know. I don't mind him doing the part now, but I would have loved to seen how Edward Norton would have been able to, play off all the rest of the cast and ensemble movies of Avengers and all that.
Yeah, I think he would have done all right. I mean, I ain't mad at Ruffalo. I think Ruffalo's done a great job with it. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been mad to see Edward Norton did it either. Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
Yeah. Speaking Lasso, always trolling somebody.
Well, that's a Stevie. I know he's on the phone.
No,
Oh man.
oh Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. On my phone, I don't get to see the live chat, man. It sucks. But that's a good one.
You should be able to, though, Stevie, on your phone. Wait,
Oh, I can. I just have to hit the chat and then leave the screen, and then I can't see you guys anymore.
Okay, yeah,
Hey, same thing with me, man. Same thing with me.
Are you on your
Yeah.
phone, Mike?
Yeah, I'm on my phone too.
Yeah. So the laptop doesn't have just can't push the live without
What do you
buffering
got
it.
the laptop? Because I remember watching that video. That was such a great and even emotional video when Two Brothers, shout out to Two Brothers Comics, if all of us familiar with them. Great content.
Yeah, I never heard
of that. I was like, man, this is
That was awesome. Yes, it was.
incredible.
It was, and I mean,
phone. You don't use that laptop?
What?
You don't use that laptop as much as far as recording or
I
live?
use the laptop all the time. It's just that and when I try to live stream with it, it freezes up and it buffers really bad, and it won't do it. I've tried everything.
Oh, really? You use StreamYard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think it has enough RAM to do it. Even when I put it on the lowest resolution I could possibly put it on and still get a picture, it still buffers really bad and freezes up.
Yeah, usually I'll use my laptop to go live and record for the most part. I use my other camera when I'm down in the workshop to record, but I haven't made a video on my camera in quite some time. But
Yeah.
it's working well so far.
But
Yeah,
I mean, no way.
When I first started content, I was using the phone because I had a big desktop from like 1979 and some shit. I mean, it was old.
Had floppy disk.
Literally, it was.
Yeah, it was big floppy.
Desktop was about 10 years old, but it ran the internet and it done whatever little things that the wife and I needed to do on it. So it still worked. But fuck it, if it still works, why replace it? So then I bought a webcam to put in the USB, and some of the earlier videos were talking about how it just wasn't working. It did not work out. So we bought the current laptop now that I use for pretty much everything. But yeah, Stevie, that's probably it. I mean, it could be a RAM where you don't have a dedicated video. Your video may be pulling straight off from everything else.
I tried to hardline it in. I've tried everything to get it to do it, and please don't misunderstand and make I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful or anything by any means.
No, we can tell by your video you're not ungrateful.
But I mean, because I mean it was a phenomenal gift, and it's still, I still use it all the time. I just for the live streams, I can't get it to work, and I've tried everything.
Well, it takes a lot of RAM, and even inside the processor. Like I said, with the current one I got, I made sure that my video was not pulling from the rest of the speed. Mark probably knows what I'm saying. My video is its own dedicated, its own dedicated speed. If you get an integrated video, if you had an integrated video, that's going to pull from everything else.
Yep.
So I was able to get a dedicated just video, so it doesn't pull from anything else. And it's one of the Core i7s. So if you want to look around, try to get an i7 core.
What do you use to upload videos?
Me? You talking to me, Mark?
Oh, yeah, in general. What do you guys use to upload videos with? Like what platform?
I upload from my editing software that I use on my phone. That's Power Director.
Oh, okay.
So it works great. I've done every video I've done on here has been done with my phone.
Nice.
All the editing, everything. I know Wayne King and I were talking in the chat, and I don't know if you heard him. He's got a new channel somewhere. But we were talking in the chat, and he said, "Man, I got 3 monitors, $3,000, $5,000 worth of setup, and I can't do half the shit you do on your phone."
I know that's crazy. That was the one thing I've been trying to struggle with is trying to get just an additional camera on my screen just to broadcast.
Yeah.
And I can't figure it out. I'm tech savvy to an extent, but I still can't figure out how to do multiple cameras on there.
I know enough to kind of get me by. I spent some time working at a Best Buy Electronics before, and I know some of the people, so I can squeeze by on some things. But if it gets like really down into the video, I try to do a lot of self-taught stuff. Though I don't know if you guys are like that too. Like I'll buy something, and all of a sudden you might see this get added. This gets added to the videos that I do because I just, I played with it long enough, and I just kind of figure it out myself. But as far as all I do is I just record it. Like I said, with this, I got obviously the built-in camera at the top, and I just record it, save it on the desktop, and then there's a little kind of Windows 10 editing thing that I can do if I. Basically, all I can do is just write on it if I want, and I can maybe add with like a little card. I don't actually have like the movie editor software yet, like Stevie has downloaded. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of those. I'm actually gonna buy that software, but yeah, they're like, so once I edit it just a little bit, I go ahead and just go to YouTube and upload it right off from my desktop.
Well, so far I've found that for mobile anyway, that Power Director app, of course, I have the full version. I didn't pay for it, but I got the full version. Steve, we don't pay for nothing. But so, I mean, I can do a lot more than you can on the free version, but I think it's a great best editing tool out there for mobile.
Isn't that editing tool you use isn't that even what gives you that ability to kind of do your intro music and then the exit music because you got the movie editor?
Me, I don't have a movie editor. No,
you do everything right on Power Director.
Yeah, except the intro. I actually downloaded a intro maker app that did that and found a couple of templates that you could use for the intro, and then made the intro there, saved it, and then you put it in your Power Director, add the music to it, because the music for my intro is for my cousin's band, so I got permission to use it, so I don't have to worry about copyright infringement and all that. But then I just added the music, and then I saved the intro as its own entity in a file. So I just click it and add it to the beginning of each video, and it sounds more complicated than it really is, but there's some intro templates out there.
What you have downloaded that you didn't pay for, you can buy the software at the electronic stores or whatnot, and then you can just then install and have all that right there on the hard drive.
Yeah,
so it's all called the same thing.
Yeah, no, like I said, I talk to all these people. Everybody bitches and moans about they hate editing their videos. I hate the editing, and that's my favorite part. I get a lot of people.
I enjoy editing. I think it's
I love it.
every time I record a video and I go in there and start editing, adding music, adding clips, what I find on either Google or whatnot, I actually enjoy it because the more times I actually make videos, slowly I get better and better at editing. And I actually like anybody can go live. It's just when you go live, you're just talking, you do whatever you want to do, but there's not much skill when you go live. Editing videos is when you actually shine.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should try it sometime.
And I'm not. And I'm not a professional editor by any means, but I'm with you. I learn something new all the time, and I figured out how to add stuff. I mean, everything I learned, everything you see on my videos, I just learned about just trial and error.
Yep. I like when you add those little characters there in the video.
Yeah.
Are those PNG?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just.
I
They're
was
just.
going to say something about that, Joe. It's like all your editing when you put your little characters up there and then whatnot. Whenever we're watching that, and the wife will see that, she gets a kick out of your little characters all the time. There.
I like that. When you're doing that.
It's just I just download one of the little. You can Google, superhero gifs, and
they're just gifs.
Yeah, they're just gifs, and I save them into my photo album, and then I layer them in, and I've got a word bubble clip art that I save in my photo file, and I just layer the GIF with the word bubble, and then put text in the word bubble.
Oh, cool! I like when you're looking up the values and you have the flash going through the Speed Force.
That's cool.
Man, you know what? I took the little flash down and put a different one up because the little flash was kind of glitchy and everything. And man, I had like a couple people in my comments going, "Hey, bring back little flash, bring back little flash." And I'm like, really? All that editing and all you guys talk about is that little flash GIF? But
they like that little flash. That looks like a little Pops flash. People love a little pop.
I like that. I think
it was cool. Yeah, I like the first one. I agree.
Yeah, she asked me about why I don't have some of that stuff in videos. And I said, when I first started doing some videos, I was going to add them little things in there. I said, but Stevie beat me to it. I'm like, and that's kind of his thing now. So I don't really, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put little word bubbles or whatnot because.
Oh hell, have fun with it, man. It's your channel. Ain't no copyright infringement in my channel. I remember
you're gonna have his ass in court.
That's right. I used to bust. I think is Marc Knapp still in the chat. I used to bust his chops because he thought the cleaver was. He liked the cleaver. He said, "I'm gonna open my butt." He said, "I'm gonna start opening mine with the cleaver," and I'd bust his chops and say, "Hey, don't." I say, "Hey, no gimmick infringement, man. Don't gimmick infringement." But I was only kidding with him. I told him, "Hack away, man. Hack away."
I got something for you, Stevie, but I guess now I'm going to need an updated address.
Oh yeah, I moved. That's why I'm sitting here in the bedroom. No set.
Yeah, I can get it from you off air. Obviously, I'm not going to have you give it out on here, but just wanted to let you know. I was going through some stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Stevie B.
Yeah. Well, I've kind of cross collected into some of the pops a little bit on my channel since I got to know some of the people in the Funko community. Yeah, Mark. I know. Man, get you a cleaver, Mark. Hack away, man. Hack away at it, Mark. Man, I ain't mad at you. I think Mark's got his own little thing now. You got a little switch.
You are the king of the mystery box, Stevie B.
Yeah. What?
You are the king of the mystery box right there.
Ah, well.
You are. That's your thing, man. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I watch you for because I think it's cool.
Yeah, you keep putting on that content all the time, finding new.
You do, man. You get mystery boxes left and right and left, man. You do it good.
I enjoy watching it. I couldn't, do constantly buying all these mystery boxes, so I enjoy watching people, unbox them.
Yeah, you're out there rolling the dice for us, so we get to watch.
Yeah. I tell you what, the dice have been kicking me in the nuts by the last couple of months. eBay, man. I'm like, man,
we're watching your videos that she was in the other day. She was like, "What does Stevie do for a living?" I'm like,
I know. Yep.
"Gas station." She's like, "Oh," she's like, "That's a lot going on with them boxes." I'm like, "Well."
Yeah, it makes you wonder when I see Stevie B and Winking doing daily unboxing. It's like, what the hell these guys do that they're doing constant unboxing? It's like, damn.
It's a juggling act. You gotta, yeah. Huh?
Dude, he'll open any damn thing. You give
Oh,
Wink,
yeah.
he'll open it.
Yeah.
Wink was big. I don't go big, you know. And I mean, I think the most I ever spent on a mystery box was when Squatchy did his Squatchy boxes, and I paid $100 for one of his boxes.
Yeah,
but
same here. That was the most I've done. Was I bought a $100 mystery box from Billy from Economics and Comics.
Yeah, and I bought.
I got one Comic Head
$84
'84. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I got one of his.
Oh, those were nice. The '84 sketches.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
I got the Wolverine sketch.
I got a Poison Ivy I give to my girlfriend.
Ah, cool. But I got the first appearance of Red Hulk out of his mystery box.
I remember that.
I got G.I. Joe 1.
Yeah, I was so because that guy, that Red Hulk's coming. He's coming.
Yeah, you know he will.
That photo you pulled out, that's got to be your hit of hits.
Now check this out. This is what I'd like to see. I would like to see Marvel do a Western because they had their old Western superheroes. That's something nobody would ever expect. Marvel Comics do a Western movie.
So I actually got some information on that. They're not going to do a Western, but they're going to add one of the older characters. I think it's I forget, one of those older Western Marvel characters are going to be going into one of the movies coming up in, I think, Phase 5.
That'd be cool. But don't you think, though, who would expect a Western if they just all of a sudden said, yeah, we're coming out with a Western? Because they're going to do a martial arts movie with Shang-Chi.
Yep.
They're supposed to do a horror movie with the next Doctor Strange.
Yep.
So why not do a Western?
Yeah. And, yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Do you see once I actually watched that Jonah Hex movie once. I can't ever get that time back, but
yeah, that movie sucked. Yeah, but that was DC. We're talking Marvel here.
The problem is I actually like the Jonah Hex character.
Oh, I did too. I used to collect them.
I don't see where he fits into like nowadays because his character is supposed to take place in like somewhere in the 1800s, and so it's like, where does he even fit? How could you even work him into like present time?
Yeah, I can't remember the character's name. It's either the I want to say either Rawhide Kid or Two Gun Kid is going to be coming to Marvel.
Well, see, then they can go. Then they can go back and show a Western, make a Western later. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Captain Comics.
But nobody makes Westerns anymore, so that'd be awesome. See a Marvel Western.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it, but it could. I mean, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I just thought of that. I thought, why not make a Western with their old Western characters?
I'd like to see some more horror movie, comic book horror movies. Well, y'all ever watch Brightburn?
So
I
know what it's about, but I never did get to see it.
Brightburn?
Brightburn.
Going to, but I never did. It's I don't know, so an evil Superman take or something.
Yeah, it was so good. That's an underappreciated movie.
Horror is coming in either late Phase 4 or Phase 5. You're going to start to see more of like the Blade, Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
A lot of those like mystical characters. Brother Voodoo's coming.
Now, there's a character I don't mind seeing his brother.
Brother Voodoo is going to be in the next Doctor Strange movie.
I would not mind. I like that character quite a bit.
Well, do you think some of the movies should be rated R?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I'm hoping the next Deadpool.
It's going to be really hard to do Carnage and not be rated R.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
The Multiverse Madness.
Yep.
That was one of the things that wanted to be rated R. I do believe Derrickson was putting together some sort of rated R, and so they kind of pulled back, and now they got Sam Raimi, who did Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, putting together the new Doctor Strange movie. But I mean, Doctor Strange, it should be rated R.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's tough because if you make a movie rated R, you limit your amount of viewership that can go see the movie. And when it comes to these cinematic movies, you want to get the most bang for your buck. A lot of these movies nowadays, they want to get over $1 billion in revenue. So if you make it rated R, you kind of limit that.
Yeah, but didn't Deadpool still make that?
What's that?
Yeah.
But did
Deadpool,
Deadpool make that on even a smaller
pushed
budget?
the rated
It
R.
did. But
Well, what they would have to do with him is in his own movies, it would be rated R. But when he appears in like other movies, they'd have to tone him down.
exactly. Yep.
Right. And then I think it's funny that he did a tone down version of.
Because you couldn't have him saying the same stuff he does in his own movies in the middle of an Avenger movie. It just wouldn't work.
Well, no, they would never do that. But like I said, there's just some characters.
I hope they.
But some characters are made to be extremely evil and they talk bad, and you want to show them that way.
Movie. You know, you couldn't.
Yeah, how would you make a Lobo movie and make it PG-13? You couldn't.
Yeah, they couldn't do it.
Yeah, you couldn't do that. Right.
So I mean, there's just certain characters that they are what they are, and
So, yeah, Ryan actually has a good question there. Namor is in fact coming.
I'll say Namor is coming.
Namor is definitely coming. They've been slowly building up to Namor for a long time.
More than likely the next Black Panther movie. That's what I'm hearing.
And I can confirm that for a fact. Namor is coming, whether it's in Eternals or in the Black Panther movie, it is coming.
that'd be cool.
I think a first quick brief thing is they touched on it on the Infinity Wars. If anybody watched it, I can't remember the character's name. I know it's played by Michonne. Sorry if I don't know Janai or whatever. But anyways, that when Whittle's standing there and she's talking to that image of all of them, she's like, "There's rumblings there's rumblings beneath our seas, but we don't talk about those." I mean, we know
the underground.
We all picked up on that.
Yep.
Everybody picked up on that.
That was their direct lead into where the next Black Panther movie, it ain't going to be, he's not going to be the main villain. They're going to have a different villain, but the Black Panther movie, I do believe, is going to, like, you'll get a glimpse shot. There'll be something that's showing Namor is pissed off or something like that.
Well, how about Atlantis versus Wakanda in a war?
I like it.
Yeah, but you won't get that in the second one right away.
No,
I don't think so either. But
that would be something that would probably they would do to end the Black Panther trilogy. Yeah, because everybody gets a trilogy. So unless you're Thor, you get 4 movies.
Yeah, and after that first Black Panther movie, it was an absolute hit. There's no reason why that movie's not getting a trilogy.
Oh yeah,
they're seeing dollar signs there.
But yeah, it's Namor is one of my favorite characters. You know, he's the oldest Marvel character. He started back in the late 30s. He's the original Avenger.
Can I ask you why he's not on Krakoa?
That's I don't know. That's a good question.
All right. It's because of the debate. If you ask me, Namor's not a mutant.
He is a mutant.
He is the original mutant.
He's an Atlantis. Is Aquaman a mutant?
Okay, and then I got another question for you. How come Santa Claus isn't on Krakoa?
Okay, well, I don't know if Santa Claus would be maybe the reindeer, but
well, Santa Claus is a mutant. He's the highest level mutant there is. How come they haven't showed him approaching Santa Claus? I want to know.
I don't know. But Namor, he's Atlantean. Atlantean are not mutants. They are
He has always been considered a mutant. Yeah. I want to know why he's not on that island. Why haven't they been bothering him and bugging him? And
all right, but to say you're a mutant,
he doesn't. He also doesn't follow the rules either. He goes by his own code.
No, he don't. But it'd be cool to see them mess with him where he gets mad and slaps a few of them around or something.
Yep.
I'd like to see that. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a story. I'd like to see it.
Which
And then they can go to the North Pole and mess with Santa Claus, and we see what really happened.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that was one of the setups because they're thinking I can't M'Baku, which was from that gorilla tribe, is more than likely it could be something because in the comics that character M'Baku was pretty much always evil, and then in the first movie, all of a sudden they make him friends, and because he helps fight. But yeah, there's something about possibly T'Challa has to try to get but it seems hard to base a whole movie on that because
Okay, which movie is going to start introducing the mutants? Somehow, some way, or the Fantastic Four. One of these movies coming up is going to have to do something.
I have not heard. Me personally, I haven't heard where
Mention them, say something.
The Eternals is being made. Eternals is coming out. That, from everything that I hear, is supposed to be some sort of first hint at the X-Men.
Yeah, just even a hint, just something.
I thought they said that Black Widow may have like an end credit scene where they kind of tease mutants.
It could, because I think isn't oh shit, the mutant, the red, can't remember the mutant's name, is the red something now that he's probably supposed to even be in there.
Well, everybody's wanting Daredevil to show up in the next Spider-Man movie to be his lawyer. They're wanting the guy from the Netflix series.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, Charlie Cox to show up and play Matt Murdock, his lawyer.
If they're gonna do it, it better be him. I don't want
Daredevil is it's an untapped franchise.
Because they just got the rights back to that from Netflix.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. Omega Red. I could not remember why I could not think of the name Omega. But and Mark was back, can correct me if I'm wrong, but I did hear that I believe Omega Red, which kind of would introduce X-Men, I guess, could have some sort of cameo inside that Black Widow movie.
Okay, James Gallegos, what about Santa Claus? Santa Claus a mutant. Read the book. He's a mutant. How come Santa Claus is not Uncle Krakoa? I want to know now.
I ran upstairs real quick and I had to pick up some books just to show off you guys, you know?
Oh, yeah, we like that.
Since we were talking about one of my favorite Marvel characters, Namor the Submariner, I had to whip out my favorite Namor book.
Now, is it Submariner or Submariner?
Submariner.
I'd say Mariner.
I've always called
nice.
This
Look
is
at that.
a CBS 9.2 copy of Iron Man and Submariner, and it's signed here by Roy Thomas.
Oh, nice.
And he can fly, right?
He can fly.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I haven't read him in years.
Yeah, back in the day, if you can see closely, he has these little wings on his feet still.
Okay.
Wow,
yeah, I just couldn't remember.
And this was this book actually predates Iron Man and Submariner #1.
Nice.
Wow.
So this is
I'm not big on the underwear. I do hope when we get Namor in the movies, he's not just running around in underwear. Let's give him. That's not going to work for me.
You know,
I hate when they change the costumes up on the heroes and.
Right, I know, Stevie, but you really want to see a Marvel character running around in just a green pair of Speedos?
Well, I would like to have seen. I would like to have seen Scarlet Witch in her original uniform or costume.
Who's that?
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, that would have been great, but
that wouldn't have bothered me at all.
when I first heard they're like, oh, Scarlet Witch is going to be on there. Let's see how they do that costume. That would have been freaking great.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
That didn't happen.
I got a couple more books. These books I was going to show off recently in my recent CGC pickups. So I bought these next two books in a local auction. It was from an auction house here in Rhode Island. And I'll show you real quick what these are. And this is from 1947. So this is a Golden Age.
Oh,
Golden Age goodness.
dang.
This is Thrilling Comics, number 60.
Oh, dude.
And this
Wow.
is, if you can just take out the little, there you go, perfect. This
Yeah,
is
we're already working on that. Sorry.
This is an Alex Schomburg cover,
Wow.
and this is an airbrushed. This is airbrushed cover. This is a low grade, obviously. It's a 3.5, and a lot of it has to do with the. There's a lot of like pencils and stuff like that on there, and I think a lot of this can get cleaned up and get a higher grade. But this is a really cool book. I like how it has this little female there with the cheetah bikini, and this looks like a poacher there in the background. But really cool book. And looks like the person on there who owned it knows how to do some math. Did 5 times 3 is 15. So that's pretty cool. And so that's a really cool book. I love to pick up Alex Schomburg covers on the cheap whenever I can find them.
But 3.5, man, for 1946, that's still still fantastic.
It's crazy. And this book you're all going to be familiar with. It's a very iconic Silver Age villain. And I'll just show you it, and you guys will know exactly what it is.
Oh.
So Silver Surfer number 3, First Mephisto.
Mephisto, man, that is
Yeah, 4.0.
nice. That is nice. Wow, them colored pops too.
Yeah. And the cover
that presents really well for
the cover presents really well for a 4.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
What makes these tough is these are all square bound books.
I know. They like this.
So these are tough to press out. And this book could benefit from a pressing, but I paid $120 for this book. Very cheap.
I think it was worth it.
Oh, yeah.
For First Mephisto.
First Mephisto, this character is definitely coming in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's definitely coming. It's only a matter of time.
Definitely.
Well, considering I want to see a Midnight Suns.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
want to see a Midnight Suns. I want them to put together all the characters. They got Blade. They got the rights back to Ghost Rider. Moon Knight's supposed to be having this TV show.
Yep.
I don't know what they're doing with Ghost Rider. They got, like I said, they got the copyrights back, but
As long as they have the same actor from the show and the movie.
was that Ghost Rider?
No, I'm just saying if they make a Marc Spector, as long as they have the same actor that could do the show and then bring him into the movie. I
Yeah.
hate it when they change actors.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see what happens with that Moon Knight series. I haven't heard anything since the initial.
That would be perfect for like Hulu, man. Any of those ones like that, they ought to put them on Hulu.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah,
There
that's what I don't understand what Disney's doing.
there hasn't been. Any.
They would work fine on Hulu. Then they wouldn't have to be on Disney Plus.
Yep.
They could make the more family friendly ones on Disney Plus, and the more adult, more violent,
Yeah,
as
like
you'd say, Hulu.
the other day, if I'm watching Splash and I want to see Daryl Hannah's ass running back into the water, I literally want to see Daryl Hannah's ass run back into the water. And because they put on Disney Plus, Disney did some weird editing to where Daryl Hannah's ass can't be seen now. Because they don't want anything that's not family friendly on Disney Plus. So
And then
own Hulu, take that movie, don't edit it, move it over to Hulu,
Uh-huh.
let us watch it in the format it seems to be, and give us some of those Moon Knight. Give us,
Give us the ones that are more violent, quote.
and then the Disney streaming service with the other direction.
What do we do with Punisher? Put him on Hulu. That's what
I don't want to see a G-rated Moon Knight.
No, absolutely not.
Ever.
You gotta have at least PG-13 for Moon Knight, at least. especially with he's going to be your first character with multiple personalities, psychotic episodes. He's not an easy character to portray in acting, so you're going to have to do something really big with that character.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's going to be a crap show and nobody's going to want to watch it.
Yeah.
So,
But DC decided to go the other way with it, make only adult content for their
hopefully they don't announce anything anytime soon, because that's one of my 2020 goal books is get Werewolf by Night 32. So hopefully,
I'd love to have that. Yeah.
To announce an actor, announce the director, because I want to get that book before the end of the year. Because it keeps on going up, and the more it goes up, I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The farther away it gets, huh?
Yep. So hopefully they keep on not saying anything, because I want to get that book by year's end.
Well, right now everything's on delay, so that would be the best time for you to look into it.
I know. The problem is
you're not even allowed to film.
I can't go to right now. The problem is I can't go to conventions because there's no conventions.
Right.
LCSs are closed. Nobody has to go and buy that book. So unfortunately, I have to deal with either an online auction or eBay.
Yeah.
And everybody's asking astronomical prices for that book, even though there's no announcement. And that's the problem.
Yeah, true.
So that's what's I'm looking around for deals. There just hasn't been anything right now, and that's what sucks. So while I'm waiting for deals, I'm buying books like this.
I know what the best offer to some of them people.
So while I'm waiting for deals, I'm buying books like this, and hopefully I can relist these books and sell them and use them towards working on my Moon Knight book.
Yeah.
That's all I can do.
Hey, what do you think was the best run of Moon Knight?
What's that?
What do you think was the best run of Moon Knight? If I'm wanting to get into some Moon Knight, what would be the best run to read?
Oh, the best run to read is the Warren Ellis run.
Okay.
I forget when that came out. It was in the 2000s. It was very recent.
Okay.
I believe Warren Ellis and David Finch was doing the artwork, if I'm not mistaken. It was like a very short run. Absolutely amazing artwork.
Moon Knight.
Anyone who reads or has read Moon Knight will agree that was the best storytelling. Was the Warren Ellis story run.
I'll look those up then. Thank you.
Yeah. Best artwork is the original Moon Knight run with those Bill Sienkiewicz art covers.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's a rumor, Magic. But with the current pandemic thing, you're not getting announcements of actors. Nothing can film. I mean, everything's
shut down. They don't know what they're going to do.
I mean, they do want, they do want that character.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time until Spider-Woman enters either, the cinematic universe or like enter the multiverse, like Miles Morales type of character. The character has too much popularity not to.
Oh yeah, they'll all be in there eventually.
Now, I would love, and you can let me know what you think, if Sony and Disney or Marvel, whatever, to shake hands one other time, and I would love to see a live action Spider-Verse. They
talk about that.
Tobey Maguire putting the suit back on again. Andy Garfield, I don't know if they can get Andrew Garfield, but Garfield putting the suit back on and just kind of bring. I mean, I think the Tobey Maguire getting him to do it may be easier than getting Andrew Garfield, because I guess Andrew Garfield had problems with the companies or something. I'm not quite sure, but I mean, Tobey Maguire, he's the one that was in all the Sam Raimi's, and now they've brought in Sam Raimi to do. You kind of see how those are kind of coming together.
I heard rumors
and now he's doing Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness. So
I thought I heard rumors that they were going to.
Even just a quick glimpse, we're possibly going to see just a little bit of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man when they're going through that multiverse.
Well, I heard rumors that they were going to try to tie him in somehow with some kind of Easter eggs or something in the next Spider-Verse animated one. But I don't know how true that is. But it would be cool because I always thought after the first one, I thought, man, that would have been so cool if they would have tied in Maguire and Garfield into the whole thing somehow and completed the loop, But so
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Miles Morales, so I'd love to see Miles Morales in there somehow.
yeah,
the live action instead of that animated thing that they did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the animated one was actually really good.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely.
What I was thinking is when this thing's all over, that the Marvel and DC get together and do a crossover to get the comic book industry going again.
I hope it's good.
That would be cool.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like if they got together and they said, "Look, man, we're going to do another big crossover."
Well,
there were rumors on that, but I don't know if it's gonna.
Well, let's say they were planning it, then they should jump it forward till now. Get it ready.
Yeah.
Because they did. You have seen some things like the little thing in Thor. You never know. You never know what they were thinking or planning.
I hope they do it on paper. I don't know if you could ever do it in film.
I mean, they've crossed over before. This would be a good way to get everybody back into it. Like all of a sudden, make it like a 12-issue thing, and I think it'd be cool.
I just don't think it's going to happen in a movie anytime soon.
Not in a movie, in the books.
Do you want?
Todd.
Oh, I thought you was talking about crossing over in the movies. I was like,
no, in the book. To get once this is over, to get us back into it.
Who would you want? You want Tom King?
No, they'll never do it in the movies. You're talking too much.
Yeah.
Well, they could do it in the movies.
Well, they could, but both sides would want. They'd say, "Well, our character's more important." No, our character's more important.
Yeah.
We deserve more money. No, we deserve more money. It just would never work.
That would never happen.
In the books, they could do it. I'm just saying a way to get the comic book industry restarted after all this is over, to get everybody back in the shops, everybody interested. Do a big 12-part crossover.
Before it could be done.
Yeah.
It can definitely be done. It'd be trying to figure out who's going to write it, who's going to do the artwork. Are you going to have somebody like Tom King doing it, Donny Cates doing it? Who's going to do it?
Well, Donny Cates has to be part of it.
Artwork, you can get anybody to do.
Well, who's the top DC writer and the top Marvel writer? Put them together in a room.
I'd probably say right now, top DC writer was James Tynion.
Yeah, I was going to say Tynion or Snyder.
Yeah.
And put top Marvel writer, and then let them just start talking.
I don't know who you're going to do as top Marvel writer right now. Maybe Donny Cates or Ewing.
I'd say Cates. I would vote for Cates.
He's been quite busy, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They could start talking.
DC versus Marvel. That was awesome.
It'd be awesome, dude.
Oh, now I want those books back. Damn it, Mad Mike.
If you do it like the last crossover book that they did, you would have them face off, but at the end they realize that there's and I can't remember the name of the all-power villain or whatever it was that was causing their universes to come together. They actually had to work as a team, and then there was this one, because there's supposedly, since it's already out there, it can be done in the comics again. We already know there's like this one ultimate power that oversees both of these universes. They've been tied together. I can't remember for the life of me the name of that character. But they had to come together and fight this thing so it didn't destroy both of their universes.
Yeah.
And I think Donny Cates, like you said, maybe Tinian's a hot writer out there. DC has a lot of real good ones. So,
Yeah, I want to go back and get the DC versus Marvel books and all the amalgam books.
Yeah, I want to go back.
Spending my money.
I don't know if you guys read much of Robert Venditti. Robert Venditti's a great writer. And probably one of my favorite. Who's that? The name of it. Who's your guy writing? He started the Super Sons.
Do what?
The one that started your Super Sons.
Oh, I don't know offhand.
I can't. Well, you hadn't asked me. Shit. I can't remember. I'm old.
Can't remember now. I know.
Is it Carlo Barberi and Peter Tomasi?
Tomasi.
Yeah.
Peter Tomasi. He really, really understands all of DC's characters. He's been there for quite some time as a great writer.
Yeah.
Like I said, Tinian's writing good. He writes some, Batman stuff pretty good, but
yeah,
for a crossover, I'd almost put somebody like Peter Tomasi. He's been in the game for a long time, and he's very familiar with both sides.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like DC has the better writers. Marvel has the better overall artists in general.
Yeah.
So they could definitely make something happen.
Oh, they could.
Whether or not after this whole coronavirus getting comics back into the mainstream, whether or not they want to do something like that.
I would be all over it. I would look at, because when I obviously reading all the Donny Cates' run on Thor, when I first started flipping through and I got those first couple of pages on issue 2, I'm like, all right, this is clearly the DC universe he's talking about right here. I don't know if you guys read that issue.
Which one?
The Thor issue 2, where Donny Cates is kind of showing with his blue streaks and he's red and the green. He's talking about the world's being destroyed.
Yep.
I was like, this is clearly the DC universe that he's kind of hinting at right there.
I don't know. If they did a DC versus Marvel kind of crossover thing, I'd rather see him do a series of the top characters and like a Superman versus Hulk, Batman versus Iron Man, and just focus on those two and do a series of books with a one-on-one rather than clustering them all together like they did last time.
So you would want like an individual character, not like a team up, like say versus Avengers.
Right. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing an Avengers versus Justice League, that group. But I mean, the way they did it last time, it was just a free for all.
Right.
I'd kind of see them focus on individual stories and just do a series of books throughout the, throughout the year, maybe monthly.
Who would be some of your ideal matches?
Huh?
Who would be some of your ideal matchups?
Oh God, you gotta have. I'd actually like to see like the Hulk and Doomsday. That would be a good one. Or of course, you got to get. I want to see them doing ones that haven't been done. You've seen the Hulk and Superman and Aquaman and Namor, but there's some new characters. The Batman Who Laughs versus Carnage. I mean, mix it up a little bit, That's what I'd like to see.
I'm talking about like good, like I guess what you would call good guy, good guy like Thor, Wonder Woman, Norse mythology, Greek mythology.
Yeah, I mean,
both demigods.
They all have similar. There's so many characters that are similar to each other in each universe that would be the obvious matchups.
Yeah.
I mean, but
like your favorite one, Stevie. We could get an elongated man versus Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, boy, they would have to make that comic book series stretch for months.
Yeah, or you can get like an obvious one like Green Arrow versus Hawkeye. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Like a
there's obvious one. I mean, don't take the low hanging fruit on this one. I like to see him mix it up and make something a little more interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. But even like Wonder Woman versus Storm, come on, you know.
I like what Ryan's saying there. Captain Marvel versus Shazam. Winner gets the name.
There you go. I like that. There you go.
There's Shazam all the way.
That was a confusing time for me as a child. Wait, I thought that was Captain Marvel. Wait.
Right. Yep.
But
That would
yeah,
be-
I'm all for it. I think they should do something to kickstart the industry back when all this is over. Something big, something huge.
It'd be nice to get like a nice collaborative just to get everyone back. Cause I know everybody's been itching to get back into buying comics, you know?
Well, it's got to be something of a Death of Superman caliber type, big media event to get it started again.
Stevie B's buddy, Todd, he's calling for stuff like that. I seen some sort of article where he called them the big three. I don't know if Image is considered a big.
Only in Todd McFarlane's
Of course,
head.
he runs Image, so he's going to call it a big three. He's saying something about the big three needs to set some differences aside, and then they need to do something when a bunch of this is done to try to invigorate life, get breathe more life into the industry again after this. And I know McFarlane, and they said there's almost no better voice to have somebody calling out for that, because he's somebody that he's so familiar with both sides. He's been part of DC, he's been part of Marvel, and now he's doing his he's doing his own thing, and he's calling for these companies to kind of come together like they never have before.
And I agree with him on that. I agree. I think they need to. They need to say, hey, we need to rebuild the industry for all of us, not just for one of us, and kick, because we all. I mean, the more the bottom line is the more people out there buying books, the more everyone benefits from it. All the companies. So it's in their best interest to put their differences aside and figure out a way to jumpstart, comic book collecting business.
You got to
remember having a little bit of problem with DC's doing right. We talked about it earlier, Stevie.
Yeah.
It seems to be a very almost selfish situation. I get it; they want to get their books out, but
yeah, it does come across as a little bit of a, hey, we can be the only game in town, little money grab. But I just think it's doomed to fail if they do that.
What's that, like publish their own books?
No, just switch distributors.
Distribute themselves.
Distribute themselves. That's where it's kind of April 28th. DC is going to have some new books back in. Instead of using Diamond, because Diamond said probably not till maybe late May that they won't be able to do anything. I guess two of the hugest online booksellers in the world is Midtown Comics and DCBS, probably one of them discount comic book service.
Yep.
Apparently, those places have their own distribution companies. DC is going to use Midtown and DCBS as distributors to get the books to get all to the other comic shops. But a lot of other comic shops that don't like it, like Comics Elite, and there's a few other Economics and Comics, and recently did a video on that guy. That store, Comics Elite, that's probably only about an hour and a half from where I live. I guess they have problems because now Midtown, and that they consider competitor, is going to have their information, and they're going to have to get their books from a competitor.
The only problem I have with somebody like Midtown or DCBS distributing books, I don't know if you guys recall, the last few months, Midtown had been having delays on distributing purchase orders to regular customers.
I was telling him.
And I was getting constant complaints from, I hadn't bought books from Midtown in quite some time, but from other comic community people, just purchases, regular purchases, taking weeks to get their actual books in.
And can you imagine what'll happen if they get an influx of business from DC like that? It's going to be.
I don't think they'd be able to get it on a weekly basis, like what they expect to get out for books on a weekly basis. I think it'll fall apart. That being a big issue.
That's why I think they're only trying to do like, hey, let's see if we can do the, because like April 28th, there's going to be like 5 books. That's all they're doing.
So there's actual books coming out April 28th.
April 28th, there will be, I guess, other comic shops have been given the, the information how they have to order these books. But like, say, like if you owned a comic shop, your comic shop would have to place orders directly through Midtown. So you're going to have Midtown, a comic shop, knowing everything that you're getting as a comic shop.
Yeah.
Instead of
books, I don't think there's any.
Diamond, a comic shop, if you own it, you put it into Diamond. Diamond can send it over to, DC, and they would know what they got to get, But Diamond wasn't selling; they're just distributing. So now Midtown and DCBS is you're going to have to place your order through them. So now they'll know like your billing rights and all these other different things that you will have to give to somebody else. That's
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Like I said, I think it's just it's not gonna work.
No, I know DC about a month ago was working behind the scenes to make themselves their own distributors to try to get books out there. But the only problem with that is they were going to have to drastically increase their cover price to get themselves out there. So instead of paying your typical $3.99, $4.99 cover price, you're probably realistically going to pay like $6.99, $7.99.
You have to hire a whole new staff. You're looking at
exactly.
Warehouse, you have to look at people. I mean, it literally would be a whole nother department that you would have to
There's a lot.
It's just not. It just really won't be feasible.
And that's why it was easier for a company like Diamond to take over all that and just distribute it out as a third-party company. When a company like Marvel or DC takes on their own distributing, it adds well over to a separate department on shipping. And you're going to start to see cover prices go well over what you're typically seeing today.
Oh yeah, it'd be $8 a book.
Nobody's going to want to pay $6.99, $7.99 for a regular Batman book, the DC, Detective Comics book.
Yeah,
people are complaining today now that the prices of comics are too expensive.
One of the books they're putting out there is they're trying to rush out a third printing of Batman '89. Like we really need a third printing of Batman '89.
Yeah, of course we need it.
Nightwing 70. They want to hurry up and get that.
Another useless book was Nightwing 70. Everyone was thinking there was going to be something on Punchline in that book.
No, I'll give you that. It did not have all the build-up, but the story, the book itself.
Hey, I'll say it myself. I use that book as one of my top books of the week for New Comic Book Day, and it ended up being a piece of shit book.
That one's a piece of shit. It falls into the story, but as far as everybody going, oh, I gotta have this. This is gonna do this. It was just a good story. The Joker was in it. That's what done it. The Joker was in it. It's the beginning. It's the first book that's supposed to start to lead to the Joker. That's the big thing. It was nothing to do with Punchline and
I think a lot of the whole
Star Wars
hype was thinking that people were expecting to see Punchline in that issue, and they didn't get that. And so that's what ended up getting your typical, when that came out, it was a $25, $30 book, and it came down back to reality once they figured out Punchline wasn't in there.
But we will never have to call off the social and everything I got here. The Nightwing character itself garbage, considering I have every Nightwing book that there's been. Nightwing is my favorite DC character that there is.
That's cool. I respect that.
So the stories are. I like the stories that they're going on right now. The book itself is really good. There was a small time frame that the current Nightwing run, I will admit, was kind of trash. I was not enjoying it. But the guy that's writing it now, he's kind of really picked up the story. And then was Joker inside the most recent issue 70. You can see how it leads into, because they're trying to get Dick Grayson's memory back. That's what, if anybody follows Batman in the current run, that genius Tom King, Dan did Tom King that he didn't want to do it, but when he was writing, he had Dick Grayson and Nightwing get shot through the head by the KG Beast.
You're one of the few people that I know was actually reading Nightwing, so that's cool that you were following it up the whole time. I think I think Tim the comic collector and maybe Steve Burke family was actually reading that series, because I haven't been reading the series. I don't know what's been going on, so I'm glad to hear a few people were actually reading the series.
I love the series. It recently had a kind of like a really slow time where the stories was not that good. And now they're starting to pick back up. So
I'm hoping
them pretty good. They're trying to get his memory back. You know, he wasn't going by Dick Grayson anymore. He wanted to be called Rick Grayson, and he was never going to be Nightwing anymore. And they had these 4 other characters like police detective and firefighter and a couple like patrol police officers or whatnot. They put on Nightwing's outfits, the 4 different versions of it. You know, you had the red and black from the New 52 and the ones that he wore in the 80s, and they were calling themselves the Nightwings. But they kept getting it over their heads, so they put Dick Grayson, he was just a cabbie, and he's still running around helping these 4 guys or one was a girl, sorry. 3 guys and 1 girl, and like they were in over their heads unless they were beating up like street thugs. As soon as Scarecrow came into town, into Bloodhaven, you know, Grayson had to jump into it. But it started getting good when the Court of Owls, because they weren't doing anything with the Court of Owls with Batman, so they incorporated the Court of Owls into Nightwing's story. So the lead assassin for the Court of Owls was Dick Grayson's grandfather, but you don't age because of whatever mistake, whatever it is that the Owls do. His grandfather was got him, and you found out that he could have had his memories back, but it was a Court of Owls that kept taking his memories from him. It wasn't just a gunshot wound.
Oh, cool. Who's
it was a Court of Owls pulling the strings on all of it the whole time.
Who's currently writing the new Nightwing series?
Let me take it. I should know off the top of my head, but let me take a quick look.
I'm hoping, like I said, when you said April 28th, the new Batman books are coming out. Hopefully, the new Batman issue comes out as well too, because I can't wait to hear what's going on with the series, and we'll get that first cover appearance of Punchline.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Dude, they just brought her in so Harley Quinn could kill her off.
Exactly. Oh, Jurgen's nice.
Yeah, Jurgens, an amazing writer. I love his writing.
Oh, I like Jurgens.
Once Dan Jurgens took over, it's kind of like Nightwing. Of course, I was reading everyone being a diehard fan, but I was reading the book going, I can't get that time back in my life.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. You know, like I said, I think DC has the better overall writers over Marvel, and Marvel has the better artists. Like I said, Tinian, Snyder, Jurgens, you know, versus Al Ewing, Donny Cates, and who else? I don't know. DC has the better writers. Marvel has the better artists.
Like I said, I even put somebody like Robert Venditti up there.
Well, you know,
he recently done a little run on Justice League, which is really good.
Yeah.
So he's another one that's right up there. Yeah, they do have a great set. I'm not too big on Mr. Bendis. Right.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind Bendis at all. I actually enjoy his writing.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Bendis.
I don't like that Bendis broke up the Super Sons. That's what bothers me.
I still ain't mad at him.
And I don't like the direction
They'll
that
be back.
the Superman character himself. He didn't. The Superman storylines were so much better when it was him, Lois, John was young, and Superman was trying to have to, battle fatherhood and still be a hero and all the other stuff, and it all got taken away.
Yeah. They'll bring the Super Sons back. I have faith. Kev, man, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to cut this off. We've been going for over 2 hours, and I got to get off here.
Yeah, it's been off for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say, me too. The wife's probably going to be like, what the hell's taking so long? I was hoping Nostalgia Junkies would, but I'll give them a little bit. If I don't hear anything before too long, I mean, I'll pull somebody else. I mean, they got to be able to get with me. So,
well, like I said, I don't know how to get it. I don't know if he's got an Instagram or not, but
yeah, he might have Instagram. I'm not sure as well. I would just check on there. If not, you can always do a redraw. It's obviously entirely up to you. It's your.
I mean, one of the ways I'm sure, I don't know if both of you watch it, but I put right inside the video, it's to, at least please be on while we do it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take it away from them. So I'll do what I can to reach out. I'll check and see. I'll search Instagram to see if there's something called Nostalgia Junkies, because other than that, I wouldn't know what he would be going under.
Yeah, no, there definitely is an IG for Nostalgia Junkies. I just don't know if it's him or not.
Yeah. Might be.
And I'm pretty sure he's got a YouTube channel, so.
Yeah, I know he does.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm subbed up to him.
But, yeah, I'm going to have to get out of here, too. First, I want to thank Marc for joining us tonight. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
It was nice hanging out with you, brother.
Yeah, it was my pleasure to be on there. Whenever I have some time off, I'm more than happy to jump on anyone's live stream. So I'm thankful that you had me on there.
Oh, no problem.
And
our pleasure. We always love to have any other type of guests that we can get on.
Yeah, and it was first time going live with Stevie too, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
The master of the mystery box.
Like I said, I love hanging out with you, man. It was great.
Absolutely. All right, guys. I'll have a good night.
Well, before we do, you want to talk about anything you got coming up on your channel? Just a quick outro.
Yeah. So Tuesday night, I'm going to be on Steve Burke Family 54 Comics' channel. We're going to do a Marvel versus DC top 10 villains / superheroes characters. We're going to have a live chat. You guys are going to decide who has the best top 10. And then I'm going to actually give away one of the books I got back from CGC. So if you guys are subscribed to the channel, watched any of my previous videos, you guys are going to have the upper hand. And whoever guesses what that book is first will win that giveaway. Otherwise, we're going to do a randomizer in the chat. So that's what I have coming up. I did yesterday. I dropped my top 25 Marvel books. My next video, which will be my last, will be my top 25 graded slab books, and that will finish up my top 100 books in my collection. So that's what I got coming up on my channel.
Good night, James.
Good night, James.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead. We're going to leave a link to Mark's channel when I do the description on here. So everybody make sure we sub everybody up so they're up in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said that's actually going to be on Bert's channel, right?
Yeah, it's going to be on Steve's channel on Tuesday night.
I'll
Probably
leave a little link. I'm going to
8:30.
leave a link to that channel on there. Somebody wants to sub it up, so I'll get you and Bert's in the description.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Well, thank you. Like I said, thanks for joining us, Mark. Steve, you got anything?
No, just every Monday and Thursday, new mystery box unboxings. So sprinkling in a little Funko Pop unboxings throughout now. Trying to blend these two communities together. It's been kind of fun watching the Funko Pops people and the comic book collectors kind of coming together into one community. So we're kind of trying to do a little content for both. And of course, I think Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock, I think be on Mystery Men and on Comic Fu 2814's channel again. So we get 2 weeks in a row on that one. And I'm still working on a giveaway. I ain't got it put together yet, but I'm going to do my 500 sub giveaway at 600 subs. But I'm still working on something. What I had originally planned fell through and didn't come through like I wanted it to. So I had to come with plan B for it. So, but that's what I got coming up.
All right. Well,
And that's basically part of my giveaway during this whole COVID pandemic is on Tuesday night. Like I said, if you guys have the time to join the channel, I'm gonna do a giveaway to the community. Like I said, I'm giving away one of the books I got back from CGC, just as a thanks for everyone for subscribing and watching the channel and so forth. I'm gonna be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway as well, but I'm not quite there yet. So until then, I'm gonna do that book.
anytime, Magic Lasso, anytime.
This thing to 500.
Yeah, let's get me to 500 so I can do something.
To 500.
Yeah. Yeah, please, everybody, if you watch this on the replay, come on. I'm gonna have the link in the description. So let's get Mark there.
Yeah.
For me, I got a couple mystery boxes coming in, so I'll be opening those up. Look for those videos, and of course, Monday night you'll be able to catch me on Z Collects. We do that overnight auction. I'm on there as much as I can. Other than that, every Saturday, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., myself, Stevie B, and anybody else who wants to come on can come on to our little shindig that we have here. Just talk comics and hang out and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please, if anybody catches this on the replay, remember, sub everybody up. Stay safe out there. But also have a good time. Thank you, Stevie. Thank you, Mark. We're going to go ahead and cut this off. But as always, everybody out there in the community, always remember, stay worthy.
Good night, guys.
Peace.